understand how humans work better, or how that specific person handles that situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's what I used to do, but unfortunately I had to stop that in Seaside because people got frustrated with it.
Oh,
Yes, somewhat unfortunate, but it's okay.
are they
It
that
happens.
bad?
Um, I didn't think they were, but I was told that they were. So yes, but fortunately enough, as long as I don't do social experiments with Seaside, I'm okay. So today we did a social experiment to see how much you would panic.
And your conclusion?
You're shit scared of me. Hmm. Quite evident. You did try and hide it with the fact that you're cold, but like I said to you, right? Is I'm a
I
sociopath.
never said I was a good liar.
Well, it's more that I'm a person that analyzes people's body languages and the words that they say. So that's how I understood emotions, is by watching people and seeing what they do and how they react to different things, which then made it easier for me to mimic those emotions. So seeing how you went today, I already knew that you were shit scared. I figured that when you had your phone out, you were messaging someone. I was going to actually take your phone off you to see what happened then. But then you already messaged someone, so I figured, you know what? Let's see if she does pull out her phone again. You didn't, which was surprising. I think it was maybe more that you didn't want me to see you on the phone.
A little bit, yes.
You see, you also got to remember though, you are dating Small, so it would be uh, a little bit rough for me to attack Smalls' girlfriend and have to try and explain it. But then when I explained to you that if I ocean dumped you after hurting you and just sat there with a deadpan face, that he wouldn't know any different. So while it is possible, yeah, I think you and Smalls got your thing going. You might both be fucking broke bums, but at least you know Smalls has something else to do other than standing there with his fist up his ass sometimes. She does do that quite regularly anyway.
I mean, I try to keep him from not being bored. Because sometimes turning at haze can be a little bit tiring and take your energy out because there's not much happening, no one's coming in.
So originally, before I decided I wanted to fuck around with you, I just wanted to actually ask you, what's your thoughts on Bailey?
Do you want my honest thoughts?
No, just give me 75% of it. Of course, I want your fucking honest thoughts. Why does people always keep doing this shit?
I don't trust her
Hmm.
because so when I first met her, I was like, oh, she seems like a cool person. Uh, and she was telling me about how she was dating Hazel, but wasn't feeling it. So I gave her some advice. I said, well, if you're not feeling it with someone, there's no point in stringing them along.
Hmm.
And then turns out she was hitting up that person's uncle.
Oh god.
And then
Hold that thought
the
and
next
jump out real
day,
quick while I park this. Wait, are you out? You're still on the boat.
yeah. Oh no! Oh god! No, no,
Yeah.
no! I'm out.
But move around a little bit. There you go. You're good. All right. Continue.
Okay. So she was dating Hazel.
Hmm.
They broke up. And then she started hanging out with like the uncle. Well, she'd already been hanging out with him while she was dating somebody else.
Hmm.
And then she told me the next day that they'd broken up. And then she got blocked by Nomad because for some reason she didn't know what she did wrong. And then they were talking, and then they were dating. I was like, okay. And
So
she
was
asked me to
Nomad
give
the
him a job.
uncle?
Yes.
Hmm. Interesting.
It gets better. Oh, I mean, once it gets better, it gets worse for her. Um, then she was dating Nomad. She asked me to give him an interview at Hayes and possibly had a job. Turns out he actually used to work there but never got trained.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, well, and he did know pretty much what was done before. So I was like, we'll start you off, see how you go. Next day, finally tells me, well, she tells Ellie, and I sort of found out from sort of overhearing that she thinks that Nomad's going to break up with her. I was like, okay, so what happened? And she's like, oh, I don't know. He talked to like his mom or something, or sister or whatever. And then I was like, okay, maybe you're just sort of overthinking it. And then they're hanging out together. And then the next day, they broke up, and I'm hanging out with her and Donut tells me they're sleeping together.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay. I did message Donut. I said he needed to be careful because she's gone from two different guys to like you in the space of 3 days.
Okay.
And then the day after that one, I come in and then he's saying how he's all heartbroken that she was now hanging out with Nomad and he wanted to kill him. And I'm like, okay, I'm just not getting involved. And I don't know, she comes across very flirty to everyone, I've noticed. She was flirty with Dre. She kind of flirted in front of me to Smalls, and I kind of got up before I said, like, don't be doing that shit. And then she then
Understandable.
started trying to flirt with me to make it funny, and I was like, I kind of didn't really find it funny, but I don't know. I just don't trust her.
So you'd say that she might not be a very loyal person.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know why you sound so held back on this. Just so
I
you're aware,
wouldn't.
shit that you say to me, I'm not gonna go run and tell other people,
Oh,
right?
I know.
It's
I
more of I'm trying to get a gauge of this person, because this person has shown somewhat of interest towards Seaside, and I'm concerned, and I already had loyalty question marks about her. So I figured who better to ask than you?
okay. See, I don't know about her. I mean, that's for you guys to decide. But her joining
Oh,
Seaside, I
I'm
just
aware of that. I just wanted to get a gauge from you about the type of person that she is. And if you've already, without prompt from me, brought up these loyalty issues, then it kind of means that what I was already thinking is right. And it doesn't sit well with me. If you can't be like, I get it. Some people fuck up in relationships and shit like that. I don't do relationships, just so you're aware, because of my whole thing of how I am. Right? It doesn't make sense for me to try and pretend to be in a relationship with someone when in reality I couldn't give a fuck about them. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, different people have different things inside my brain and where they stand for me, but ultimately I see having a girlfriend is something that can get used against me, which has been done before in my past. But the person wasn't a girlfriend; it was just someone that was close to me, and that shit still got used against me. So I don't do that. But for me, from what I see, is yeah, people fuck up in relationships from time to time. It is what it is. But if it's something that, from what I've witnessed, uh, that to me is a loyalty issue. Yeah, not just a fuck up. Now, when you have a loyalty issue, if you can't be loyal enough in a relationship, how could you be loyal in a gang? You can't. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But there's
Like,
no different person with that. That loyalty is a trait on whether or not you have it. Like I'm a very loyal person to a fault to my own sometimes. If I do give a fuck about people, like for example, Benji or KJ, I'll go to the ends of the earth for them.
yeah.
Catch a bullet for them, that kind of shit, right? But to me, I don't see that loyalty trait in Bailey.
No. See, I can't. How I sort of say it is, say, hypothetically speaking, she joins you guys and she starts sort of like, say, dating Donut, but then hitting up Nigel or hitting up OJ or whatever. And then it starts conflict with the boys because it's like, oh, she's flirting with me. Oh, well, I just found out she's flirting with me too.
Hmm.
And then it goes bad for her and it goes bad for everybody else because then it just starts stirring unwanted stuff if people start getting like upset about it.
Hmm.
I've sort of seen it when I was a part of GSF.
Wait, you're a part of JSF?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
A
Holy
long, a
shit.
long, long, long time ago.
How long ago?
uh, Carter Banks.
What was that cunt that... Fuck. Trying to think about what his name was. Let me see if I still have his phone number. There was someone that I used to know that was in GSF a very, very long time ago.
Billy Sprinkle.
No, before Billy.
Dex.
No, well, everyone knows Dex. Fuck, what was his name?
I have a name on the top of my head, but I can't think of it. I just have to think about something really quickly. Sorry.
Alright. What was his name? Fuck, why can't I remember what his name was from the life of me? Legitimately the one who fucking... Who used to teach, who taught Reggie everything. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Pisses me off that I don't remember it. He taught me a lot of things a very long time ago. Then he was blooded out. And he stopped turning up originally and ended up getting blooded out. Glenn, thank you for the 20 months. Fuck.
Jerome?
No.
That's not the name I was thinking of. I still can't think of it off the top of my head. But I was a part of GSF pretty much when Carter was there, and I left just before Carter left.
Wasn't Ghost. Interesting. So why'd you end up leaving that?
Um, I so there wasn't really leadership happening. I felt very lost. I tried to sort of do my own thing to help the gang. Um, we were sort of given like mentors when we were hang around. My mentor was never around. Dre, basically the one that was showing me the ropes of everything, how to do stuff, grow weed, push it. Even though I sort of knew how to push weed, but just to be like more careful about it. Um, and then I didn't sort of really agree with how Dex treated Dre. Um, like, and decisions were made that I supposedly had decided without being asked. And they were like assumed I was leaving GSF because Dre was leaving GSF. And I said, well, if anybody had actually ever talked to me, you would know like what was happening and what my concerns are. And they just didn't really care. And I was, when I kind of think about it, I wasn't blooded out of GSF, technically.
Were you ever blooded in?
Yes, I was.
Never took you for a gangbanger? Hey.
Yeah, you know.
You seem, how do I word this?
Passive.
Yeah, passive's probably a good word.
I mean, I am, like, I'd say I'm a little bit more passive now, but I mean, I'm willing to do more than just be passive. But I am happy with how I am traveling at the moment.
So you're saying if I needed you to stab someone, you'd stab them?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I'd
fuck.
do it.
I'll be honest, you're not going to be the first person I'd ever come to for that.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to be
You seem
coming to me first.
you seem to happy in your don't take this the wrong way civilian life to want to have to deal with that shit.
Yes and no. So, I mean, the civilian life can be a little bit boring, but I mean, I'm not completely in the civilian life.
Okay, you boost
Think I
cars,
just
calm down.
crossed my
Every fucking cunt does that.
petty criminal.
Yeah,
That's how I would
right.
put it.
Baby crim.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I kind of figured that about Bailey, and to me, what I thought, right, was it's one of two things. Either she's using Donut to get closer to Seaside, or, which I think more strongly of, or that Donut and her, it could be a thing. However, if something happened to Donut, she would leave as well. So it's only joining for the person. And when you have people that join a gang for a person, it never works out well, regardless of how solid that person is. Which, as you could probably understand, which is what happened with yourself and for Dre, for example. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you joined for Dre. However, the gang viewed it as that way when they ended up when you end up leaving, right? Because as you said, they already come up with that thought.
So Dre had actually joined long before I joined GSF.
Well, I'm more meaning like they figured you would
Oh, I
follow
mean, it's
Dre.
like leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understand their thought patterns with that. I
Mm-hmm.
never saw the situation, but when you see people that are quite close to each other and one person leaves, they tend to have this kind of exodus that can happen. When those exoduses happen, because you don't have enough control over your own gang.
Yeah.
Say, for
There
example,
is
if
a
JJ was to leave, there'd be certain people that would want to follow JJ.
yeah. There is a bit more to the reason as to why I left Andre, but it's sort of something I can't talk about.
That's fine. I don't need you to. I don't need to know the reasons why you wanted to leave a gang. This was more about me understanding where you came from. Because I never knew you were in a gang.
Yes, I had been given an opportunity. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. You probably have. Do you ever hear of the Yakuza?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. So when I think it's like my first few months in the city, I was kind of like approached by Yami, uh, and I sort of gave him my interest of like joining the Yakuza. Um, it was just sort of also more to extend my knowledge on my Japanese side because I've actually never known my Japanese half. But that kind of fell at its feet because he got deported. And I tried to go over and visit them, but it was just too hard for me.
Wasn't there only 3 members of the Yakuza?
There was actually 6.
Really? I only ever saw 3.
Yes.
Remember one of them used to wear those shoes with the toe thingies. Toe shoes, whatever the fuck they're called. You know the shoes I'm talking about? The ones where you see the toes but it's fully covered?
I mean, like, they kind of look like socks.
They look like gloves for your feet.
Oh, yeah, I kind of call them shoe socks. It's
Hmm.
my word for 'em.
Yeah, I remember that guy used to have them.
Look at Vice.
I don't know. Fucked me what his name was. I don't think you know this about me. I barely remember people's names. You know what I do?
No,
Here you go. Here's an insight into me. All right. I look up you. It says Yuki Smalls, right?
yeah.
I've got Winter Benji. I still have Ash Benji. KJ Vargos. JJ Vargos. Smalls, hang around. Yeah, that's how I remember
Damn.
people, and I never change their name. So if you end up breaking up with Smalls and I end up cutting you to pieces, you're still going to be known as Yuki Smalls on my phone. Yep.
Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna break his heart. I don't plan to.
So you better not break his bong either. I don't want to have to deal with the fucking
Oh
sober him.
no, I kind of make sure his bong's packed before he even wakes up.
So you support him being a fucking drug addict?
I mean,
Fucking
I
junkies.
get high too in the apartment, so
Paul's tried to tell me that you don't.
I mean I get a second hand.
He's tried to tell me that it only lasts in the air for 5 seconds or some bullshit. I don't believe that.
I mean, it lasts longer when you do it in the apartment for like 5 to 10 minutes before going out.
Yeah,
Kind of lingers in the air.
Paul's would be that hotboxing kind of person in the apartment.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should probably take
I'm
you
not
back.
complaining.
Smalls is probably wondering if you're dead or not.
No, I mean I haven't gotten a message to make sure I was
He
okay.
probably forgot. Bet you didn't know about this spot, did you?
No, he didn't. This is actually
Yeah.
a cool little hardy spot.
I've got all different hardy holes in the city that I like going to. I'm a weirdo that likes exploring and finding new places that I haven't found before and going there.
I mean, exploring when there's, you know, just yourself and not much is happening isn't such a bad thing, though. I've done it.
Yeah, but that's usually what I do, right? It is I don't like hanging out with people that much. It's annoying.
Right. I kind of do see where you're coming from, though. You can take people in like small doses, depending on who it is.
Yeah, pretty much. See, look, you didn't get hurt. You didn't die. I did actually care whether or not that you were fuck. No, I actually didn't. I couldn't give a fuck whether or not you were cold. It was too much of a lie.
Hey guys.
Are you guys just now getting back?
Yeah.
Hello, Reggie.
I didn't kill her.
All right, that's good.
I'm sorry, Reggie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ow! Ow!
You get numpty.
Don't do it again. My bad.
Smalls,
about
why
to do
didn't you
A+.
respond? Yuki could have been
Respond to what?
killed. The fuck?
I probably wasn't on radio.
Well, it wasn't on radio.
I'm on the job radio because we're doing
Yeah,
job.
it wasn't. It wasn't on the job radio.
No, we're bringing
No, no, no.
Yuki
no,
could have
no,
died.
I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go
Why
right
don't you want to go, bitch?
now. What is it?
What the
Why
hell,
didn't anybody
Smalls?
call me then?
No.
It's just interference.
What the hell,
I
Smalls?
couldn't.
I'll be back up just in case.
How
I'll
was I
had no
supposed to know
reception.
help worst case scenario, but I
There was an SOS 07 message. Where were you?
Your interference.
Worst case scenario.
What the
I was
fuck,
in a
Smalls?
Bay City Bank.
What the fuck, Smalls?
It's getting rich, getting big time guap.
Well, what? Well, Yuki could have died. I could have killed her.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Alright, we ready?
See, no matter what, there was nothing I could have done. in
Reginald,
every
you want to do this A
situation.
plus or no?
Stop calling me Reginald, fuckwit.
Do this A plus, mate, or no?
Fuck no. I'm a big time CEO now. I
I thought
can't
I
do
just-
that shit.
I know. I thought I'd just ask.
Yeah, I got too many things going for my life to do boost.
All right, beautiful, wonderful. More space for us then.
Yeah,
All right. Do we have a car? Do we have a vehicle?
Why don't you take Yuki with you?
Yuki, you want to go?
I mean, if you have room, sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
what are
you're
you
gonna have to
doing?
do Pickup. Is that okay? I just need someone to pick us up if something goes wrong.
What job are you doing?
Yeah.
A plus.
Do you have someone to hack it?
Yeah, I'm hacking.
Y'all preparing for the A plus like it's a vault, bro. What the hell?
Wait, Fredo, you're
I'm
hacking
A+,
it?
though. Yeah, I'm hacking. I can do A pluses.
Wow. Wow. You'll tell me how many times he fucks up, please.
Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, mate. Let's,
We're like hackers now,
Well,
Reggie.
somebody
I
needs
just
to set
hacked the
up a
Bay City
creep.
too. Fredo's about to do A plus. No big
Small
deal.
Bay
Did you do
City
the
just
Did you do the thermite?
Yeah.
Did you one shot it?
We'll do. Okay.
No,
so
I
we'll
used
do,
an extra
Smalls,
one.
We'll take your car. We'll take
Good
your
shit,
car, and then
Smalls.
It's gonna be me, you.
Hey, Reggie,
bro,
Reggie.
What?
and Louis.
I'm certified for
And
the
we'll
vault.
Go to the, we'll go to the.
Oh, you do all the hacks?
Booth, shoot the locals, and.
Or just the
Man.
laptop?
Just the laptop and yeah, that's about it.
What about
I did
the other shit? Are you gonna start doing that or like DDR?
Oh,
and
yeah,
that?
I mean, I do like half of it, except for DDR. I'm not 100% confident in my DDR skills yet.
What about your untangle phone?
I think I've told you before that I don't understand Untangle. But the first wall I had.
Have I told you how to fix that so you can understand it better?
Oh no! Listen, the first wall like I hacked. I did like 4 untangles all one shot.
Okay. So do you know how to
So
get better at untangle though?
Yeah.
How?
No. You know what? I just waffled.
Okay. Yeah, so there's an app you can get on your phone. When you're back in your apartment and you're chilling out in bed, play around with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Same with lights out. However, lights out in this city is a lot easier than the other ones. So if in the future it gets harder, it's better for you to understand a 5x5. 5x5s have a pattern. All you need to do is do what you normally do and go down, and then you're left with a pattern at the bottom. That pattern represents what steps you need to follow next. Usually if you get good like me, you can complete a lights out 5x5 in about like 5 to 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, lights out is no problem. That's the one where you just have to
Yeah, but-
fill it up.
okay.
Make it a full green.
So lights out in the city is different though. What we do here is a 4x4. 5x5 is different. So you should start
Oh.
practicing that. Because if
Alright,
in the
gotcha.
future we ever move to a 5x5, I can tell you right now, everyone that says that lights out is easy will fail it, 100%.
I'll start practicing that then.
Yeah. So there's two things you can do back in your apartment in your bed, before you go to sleep. And you just get them on your phone, lights out and untangle. This also note that lights out is usually supposed to turn the lights out, not turn them on. For some reason in the city we turn them on. Works the
Yeah.
same way though.
Yeah. I got it.
5x5 was no, I don't think we've had a 5x5 in the city. It's all been
But
4x4.
yeah, the first wall, fucking, I almost failed. I ain't gonna lie, I almost failed the laptop.
Huh?
I let the nerves get to me. Got it on the 5th try. Second.
I've only ever seen
vault, I
4x4s.
did. First try.
Oh,
I
dig have
failed 'cause I
5x5?
spelled
Fuck, I
orange
wish I did
without
it.
the G. So orane. And then I did it on the second try, and then I went downstairs.
Oh,
and I
before the
did a
nerfs. Okay, that's why I
bottom
haven't
vault
seen it.
with first try as well. So red laptop, I got that shit unlocked now.
I'm glad people
Now I'm
struggle
ready
because
to,
it's so
like,
much different.
Fully learn. Or I did firmware as well for the vault.
One shot?
First vault, 1 shot. Second vault, second shot.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
So when are you going to start doing your S pluses, dickhead?
Probably soon. Probably soon.
Mm-hmm.
S pluses are such a mental breakdown for me whenever I fail.
Well, look at him. Still fucking ready even with the front cuff. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking S pluses break. Whenever I fail, because to me, S pluses doesn't seem like a hard hack, you know? But it is. So I keep failing, and then
Smoke this joint real quick.
my mental just breaks for some reason. I need to fix that. That's the only thing that breaks my mental during hacks.
Well, you want to know why people break when it comes to those hacks?
Time limit.
No.
Why?
Because when they fuck up, they don't just take a few seconds to breathe it off, shake it off, and move forward again. They're panicking
that's
still,
true.
and then they just go straight back into the next one. You don't have to go straight into the next one. You can give yourself a little bit of a breather. Fucking wiggle yourself around in the chair a bit, shake your shit off, clear your head a bit, and then go into it instead of just going straight into it.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants to go straight back into it, and then next thing it just snowballs into this big shit show. You fuck one up,
Yeah.
and then you're too busy thinking about that one, so you panic about the next one, then you fuck up the next one, then it's all gone to shit.
And that's what happened during
But yep.
the one S plus we did. I fucked up real early, but I shaked it off, breathed it off. I did 9 in a row, and then everything started going to hell. Not only for my hacks, but for everything around me. Benji kept disappearing and shit. Motherfucker was getting grabbed out this guy, and then suddenly I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. That's Benji for you sometimes. His brain do be wildin'.
Yeah, it happens. Can't help it.
So, how's your
Yeah.
money looking?
Pretty decent. I got 250 to my own name, and then 400 I have to pay Jaden. So my 650 is looking at my account. Then I got some shit clean or drying up.
Huh?
So I'm looking at like 300, and then I gotta clean some shit. So like 375 on there.
You don't know that I have more money than you and I don't do anything to make money.
Come on, man.
People just
What I do,
people
like-
keep giving me money. Right.
Oh yeah, big CEO on that.
Well, it's not even that. I literally just ask people for money and they go, here's 100K.
Jesus. Can you teach me?
No. Because then that's less money for me.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
She got sugar mommies, huh?
Maybe.
Hmm. Play with a couple girls hard, get money from them.
Let's go for a drive. Come on.
All right.
So how's the you and Bailey situation going?
We're on good terms. We're friends again.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about Bailey wanting to join Seaside?
My thoughts? Like, you want my dead honest opinion?
Holy fuck. The next person that asks me that when I ask them a question, I'm going to throw
I'm
punch
sorry.
them.
I'm sorry.
Everyone says that!
But
What
yeah,
the fuck?
I think if that's what she wants, she should go for it. She's a great girl to be around. I do think she needs to learn a lot because she's still like pretty new to the shit. But I do think at least the homies in Seaside, I think most of us really like her and willing to teach her, the ways type shit.
You see any
I
red
do
flags
think-
with her?
Red flags? Like, do you mean like red flags like something's bad that's not fixable, or like something that's bad but we can fix?
Either or.
I feel like the whole shit where she's pretty loudmouthy, like she doesn't know when to withhold information. I think that's the red flag.
Okay.
But that's obviously something she can learn not to do. 'Cause I don't think she fully, because she's never been like part of this type of life. I feel like that's something she can understand the importance of once she starts getting more involved. She's got potential, honestly.
Come for a walk.
What?
Come for a walk. Right. So that's the only red flag that you see.
Personally, yes.
Would you say you're a good judge of character?
Yes.
You are a good judge of character.
Yes. I would say
Interesting.
I have a very easy time to judge people's characters.
Right. You ever been here before?
Never.
Oh,
What is this?
locked set of drawers. Interesting. Okay. Well, okay, you want to hear my red flag?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that she's void of loyalty.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree? Or do you want me to expand?
I would like you to expand
Okay.
so I can understand what you mean by it.
So between you and Nomad,
Okay.
there's that issue that happened. And to my knowledge, she was with Nomad and then jumped to you.
Yeah.
But then jumped back to Nomad and did all that shit that happened as well.
Hmm.
So it wouldn't be
I see.
far-fetched for me to believe that there could be loyalty issues.
Yeah, I see. I get what you mean. Obviously. I feel like so they had a fling or whatever,
Morning.
and then Nomad kind of pushed the whole oh, let's be exclusive or whatever thing on her as soon as she started getting friended by me and her hanging out. And she kind of just jumped on that security, I guess. But I do see what you mean with that point. do feel like what you're seeing is definitely something that could be an issue for Seaside as a whole.
Because the way I see it is, if you can't be loyal in a relationship, how the fuck can you have full loyalty to a gang?
I see your point. Yeah,
Not a wild assumption to make, because the way that I see it is, a relationship is a drop in the water to the amount of shit that you go through in a gang.
that's true.
Because you can quite easily have an argument in your relationship and walk away and do your own thing. You do that inside of a gang, a bigger issue.
Yeah.
The loyalty is a very big thing inside of gang.
Yeah. Then again, I also feel like relationships are different. Like the loyalty in a relationship is different from your loyalty to your family as well. I feel like there's a little bit of difference there.
Oh, it's a watered down version, in my opinion. However,
Yeah.
again, if you don't have the ability to break something off when other shit's going on, then that shows more about your character than it does anything else.
True.
Then it leaves those question marks inside of my mind about whether or not that'd be the same thing that would happen, but on a greater scale. If you can do it so easily inside of something smaller, it's very easy to do it in something bigger.
Yeah. I see your point, Reggie. I honestly do. It kind of sucks because I feel like she would be good for Seaside. She's a great girl to be around, and she's someone that we could mold into what we want to see her as. But I feel like with everything that's happened, I feel like if that would ever be to happen, she has to prove a lot, especially with the loyalty part now.
Now, you bring up a good point that you say that. Seaside has a bad history of having to mold people per se, as we have a lot of experience already. So it's more of a preference now, in my opinion, to have people that have somewhat of experience, such as yourself, because fine tuning is less hurdles to go through than molding a new person. Because understanding gang politics is a huge thing that people struggle with when they're very new to it. Which you should be able to understand yourself.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
That gang politics is fucking huge. Some people aren't going to like the way that I talk to them, especially when they're new to it or not used to it. And they'll try and stand up and bite back, but it's the wrong kind of bite back. They do it at the wrong time, or they voice their opinion at the wrong time, or they just go off and do whatever the fuck they like and don't think about the repercussions that can come back because of their actions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of people that after you become a hangaround for Seaside that you just want to fucking shoot because of how they're talking to you. But then it crosses your mind on, if I do this, then what happens? Whereas when you're newer to it all, you have something to prove. The chances are higher that you would just shoot that person. Now there's a shit show to deal with.
Yeah. Kind of like that whole Ember situation with John.
Right. But there's all these things that people need to look at.
Yeah.
Good morning, Michael.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want, motherfucker?
I don't know.
We need to talk, though. Let me finish talking with Donut. It'll be a couple of minutes, then I'll meet up with you.
All right.
Bye.
What?
So yeah, listen, you're a hangaround, right? You're a peasant inside Seaside. However, these are things you need to start looking at yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
is just because you're a hang around doesn't mean that you can't have a feel for someone, and especially if it's someone that you're close to. Like for example, Bailey, I would expect
Yeah.
a better judge of character from you.
Yeah.
And just because you say these things doesn't mean you're shit talking them. It means that you're guarding Seaside from having to deal with these issues, so they're aware.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I understand.
All right, now I need to do fucking CEO shit.
All right.
Let's go. I think Yuki thought I was going to kill her earlier.
Actually.
Yeah.
What you saw? Did you do a performance review or something?
No, no, no. I took her out to an island.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would have probably shit my pants if you took me to an island like that.
I'm pretty sure she was shitting herself. She kept playing it off like she was cold. I didn't buy it.
But yeah.
Uh,
Shaking.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get it
feel like
why. I'm a
that's-
nice guy.
Yeah. You're the nicest guy around, Reggie.
Okay. That didn't sound very honest.
I'm just kidding. You're a nice
The
guy,
fuck?
but you give off a scary vibe, bro.
Like serial killer kind of scary or like fucking angry scary?
Like, like if I say a wrong word, you might fucking bash my skull in scary.
Okay. I would have understood serial killer kind of scary, but sure, alright.
No, cause that's like psychotic scary. You're not psychotic scary.
Oh yeah, you just haven't seen that side of me yet. Ask Yuki how that went just before.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes that cop. They just ain't shit. Alright, get the fuck out of my car.
All right. See you around.
Out.
Yep.
Want to come pick me up from my house?
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes. I'll see you there.
Bye.
All right, bye.
This car is crazy.
Guessing I just did a boost. This has been an interesting day. This has been a very interesting day. Reggie's let out a little bit of his fucking sociopath side, fucking with people, but also just talking. It's been interesting. Finding new toys to play with. We did get to torment Yuki a bit, which was great. Daddy, what the fuck? Well, I like. Now we deal with Michael and watch Michael fucking hit the roof when Reggie talks about Benji. Yeah. Michael's problem now. Watch him be like, as your first duty as CEO, you've got to deal with Benji. Fuck. Which is ready for his pickup. Who do you think's Michael's going to turn it around and put it on Reggie to deal with? I feel like Michael will do that. I feel like he's gonna 100% be like, well, your problem now, you're CEO. Hi, Jade. I'm drinking coffee. That's as close to water as you get. And I'm already sitting up because I'm not really doing anything. I'm just sitting in my chair. Also talk about Michael. We'll talk to Michael about the people that NA side have suggested. I just need to remember to do that. Bow, 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 bow. I think it was good talk with Yuki though. It was fun. I also like doing that with people to give them a different type of RP than what they're dealing with majority of the time.
The hospital. All right, we'll meet you there. Bye.
Blue today, hey?
Well, it's been blue for a while.
This is the first time I'm seeing a blue.
No.
All right, we've got lots of things to talk about, Michael.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go to a meeting right now.
Perfect.
Also, I just had fucking flop. And Barry just pull up on me like, that's illegal tints. That's Michael.
Oh my god.
They didn't tell me to change them though.
You just told him to fuck off.
No, I didn't say much.
I'm chasing the car. Probably the boys doing a fucking boost. We also need to talk about the proposed people for NA and Seaside. So hopefully I don't forget about that. You're not going to be able to remind me anyway. You'll forget.
Probably.
And we also need to talk about Benji.
Why are we talking about Benji? What did he do?
Benji has demands.
Okay, for what?
Well, so for the last couple of days, Benji's yelled at me, been angry, sad, Sag farming, sent a hitman, threatened. Yes, all of the above. Benji has decided that he wants a job inside your company where he can fire people whenever he wants, and he wants 120% of what I get paid.
No.
So his alternate was that every time we have a board meeting, he's going to blow us up. Yeah. That's something. Wait, was that just Mac on the motorbike?
Yeah.
In a fucking blue shirt? What the
I'd-
fuck?
I told him if he fucking gets an expungement that he can get a fucking job. Ain't no way he's getting a job where he can fire people. Why would I even put him in a position like that?
So I have an alternate. Right? If you don't want to deal with him, there's an option. Right? One, you just don't deal with him, and you deal with him throwing his tantrum. Or two, you give him a position where he only gets paid bonuses, and the bonus is that he has to not fire anyone. If he fires anyone, he you remove all of his pay for that month.
He shouldn't even be able to fire anyone. Why?
He's your mate.
I don't even have food. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I don't understand. He got an ultimatum. Get fucking clean record, and then he can be on the fucking company board, whatever.
I think the silent partner, silent fucking thing, not partner, silent investor is a better idea for him. But he cracked the shits at it still. I'll explain
not-
why later.
Yeah, well,
Michael. Oh,
Uh,
is that sweet cheeks?
hello.
Oh no. You didn't tell me about this.
Aw. His cheeks don't
What?
look
Tell
as
you about
special.
what? I said we had a business
Are you
meeting.
ever? Are you ready? Are
Hey.
you ready for hugs now? Can
No,
you hug me?
no,
please?
no, please.
Come on.
I feel like I would usually expect to see this happen the other way around. So this is very.
No hugs. I'm still a no touchy person.
Okay. I'll call you pet names. I'll call you sweet cheeks for now.
That's cute.
Just want to squish those cheeks. So adorable.
So is this who we're having a
Precious.
meeting with, Michael?
Yes.
Oh hi, how you going? Reggie might. Yep.
Why does your name sound like a food?
What do you mean?
Because he's Australian. It's not his fault.
Well,
That's fair.
uh,
Yeah, being Australian is terrible. but I
listen,
guess
my
it makes
parents
sense.
thought it. Wait, was his Tara? Okay. But my parents liked Veggie. My last name was Might, so you know they thought that it would be funny. It was never really funny when you go to school like that. But hey, you know what? We deal with it.
Is that why you're too insecure to let Pixie hug you? That makes sense. I'm sorry.
He can't resist. You know, once it happens, it's gonna go all the way forward.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hope that was a multivitamin or something. Perfect. Sounds
Yep.
good.
I
Yep.
think that was the. Was it?
Yep.
You sure it wasn't the blood pressure?
No, it was
blood
definitely it
pressure
was
now?
definitely the blood pressure. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right.
Right.
So Reggie's got to fucking deal with this. This
So
is
we just
killing
wanted
him.
to talk about some medication specifically for, I guess, your part of the hospital.
Yes. In fact, perfect that she's here so she can.
Yeah, I just got filled in. Hi, I'm officially the pharmacy lead. I'm also attendant if you need anything. But I'm happy to help. I'm working with Pixie closely on all of it.
All right. I need to find the list of shit.
So Pixie, how have you been?
Good.
That's good to hear.
I've been at home away from all the crazy people.
But that's your job to deal with the
That
crazy
sounds
people, though.
nice.
I drove to work to deal with a crazy person, 5150.
All right, how bad were they?
Oh, I put them in until I deem them fit for society,
Okay.
or until a judge tells me I can't do it. So.
So it wasn't just like a little bit of like the street walk kind of crazy. It's full blown.
Oh, it's a yeah. It was.
Like a Samuel kind of
Damn.
that kind of crazy Samuel kind or different.
I would say kinda, yeah. Actually. Yeah.
Well, it's a
That's
good
fine.
thing that we're the people that you're talking to right now. Because boy, can we help you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Alright.
How can you
That's
help me?
it. That's
Reggie, you can take
Yeah.
this one while I'm calling Larry because
Is
he's
he the
being a
salesperson?
child.
'Cause you might want to hire someone else.
Okay.
That was not convincing
Right.
at all.
So
No.
I'm
there is-
already sold, and I'm thinking of backing out now.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Okay.
there's mood stabilizers,
You need to give me this
anxiety,
list. right?
antipsychotic pills, and
Yes.
antidepressants.